Hi, welcome back to 164 Revival. Today, I'm going to show you I got from Flea Market here locally not too long ago. Got 5 cars here that I'm going to try and do on some upcomings. And the first one, we have a 40 Ford 2-door Hot Wheels. It's rough. The wheels aren't too bad on them. Got some paint going, but perfect for a good customized hot rod there. Picked up a Stutz. From Hong Kong. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do a restoration or a resto custom or just an all-out custom on that. I don't know. Well, we'll see about that one. And then some racing champions. I don't have a 57 Chevy, so I picked this one up. Picked them all up real cheap. So we'll do a 57 hot rod out of that one. And I don't have a 55, so what we're gonna do is gas that one up. And then last, I don't have any red lines, and I found this one. It is the Hot Wheels 6 Shooter. It's one of those kind of fantasy concept cars, dual rear, V8s in the back. I'm sure that it doesn't pop up, but I'm sure glass would pop up for you to get in there and take her for a cruise. I'm going to do a restoration, just a full out restoration on it. Not sure if I'm going to keep the blue. I kind of like the blue, but I think we could get another Spectraflame color, make it pop a little bit more. So that's what I've got coming up. And minus those, let's get to what we're going to do today, and that is the Matchbox Opel Diplomat. I'm not a big Matchbox guy, but this one, I just saw it and it just screamed, let's make it a gasser. Okay, I got it all taken apart. You can't even hardly read that on the basis so much corrosion. But, I mean, it's in good condition for restoring, ain't no problem. Separate engine molding there. It's all chrome. And we'll be putting the blower bug catcher on there. So a little fabrication gonna have to go on with that. And then we've got the interior, broken hitch part on the back, that'll get cut off. We'll clean this up. And the hood, I'm going to have to try to do a little separation in here, right in there where it hinges, to get this hood off of there. There we go. Hood is off. Get it to the stripper. Better get that glass out of there. Dipstick. A little larger bit. Voila. This isn't too bad a shape. Little scratches, so I can buff those out, pledge it up, be good as new. Alright, now to the stripper. Looks like the paint's coming off nicely. Got a few stubborn spots on there. Nothing we can't handle. Alright, I went ahead and did some trimming on the base so that I can get these wheels up in there. We're going to have short little axle tube that goes through there. We're going to do a little bit of fitment, but before that we're going to clean this up. So I got my lime away. We're going to dunk it on in there and let it sit in there for a few minutes. Get some of that corrosion off of there. And I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's doing its bubble work, eating up all the nasties off of that base. So we're gonna let that sit and do its job. I got the body wire brushed down. And I'm just trying to decide what color paint I'm gonna do. So took the pillars out of there, filed it all down. But once this gets done and I can clean that up, we're going to work on doing the axles, getting these mounted in. And on the fronts I got some skinnies that I believe they're M2s. And these will go on the front. And we'll get her hiked up there, so that once we get that going and it rolls good, because you got to have a roller. Got to. If you're going to do it right. Once I get those on there in that front and the stand set right, then we'll work on getting the headers on there. Went ahead and grabbed the engine compartment there and took off the round air cleaner, ground that down, did some forming on the blower, the bug catcher. Let's see, let's get that fitted in there. And it obviously needs touched up there, the chrome. We can get that taken care of. Let's see if I can kind of mock this up without messing too much up here. Yeah, I'm not sure if there we go. Kind of give you a subtle preview of what we got going on once we get that centered up. I'm thinking that'll look pretty good. You know, it doesn't look cartoonish. It's not the big engine style I had for the heavy Chevy, which, yeah, it was a little over the top, but oh well. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I don't care. I'm the one that did it, and I liked it. So let's get this base out of the lime away. Looks like just using just a wire brush right straight out of the lime away. That lime away started taking care of that old paint. So yeah, I think that'll work. I'll just get her cleaned up best I can right here. We are going to paint it though. I mean, we're going to flat black that dude. Oh, and once you do get done scrubbing, after you get done lime away and you do some scrubbing on it, do rinse it off, because it'll just continue to keep kind of eating away. Well, I want to cut the axles and didn't put my finger over the end of that one. I went to go snip it, and that end went flying. I heard it hit the back wall just before it dropped into the depths of the universe to be lost forever. But ain't no hill for a climber. I got some K&S brass that I'll get fitted in there and then trim that, and we'll be good to go. Alright, I got the body all ready. What we're going to do is we're going to do a Spectre Flame, but it's going to be a two-tone. I'm going to do the top in a red Spectre Flame, and then I'm going to tape off in this body line on down. I think I'm going to do white. And we got the wheels on the base. Got them all secured in there. Got them rolling. Got the engine. Got the blower mounted. Did a little bit of detail in there. Oh, I also found a cage, did some modifying on it. That's going to fit up in the glass. But what we're going to do is we're going to prepare to paint. We're going to use some Spectre Flame from the Red Line shop in red. Alright, we are going to make our clear coat cocktail now. Let me get our clear in here. It is a 2-to-1. With your clear coat. Make sure you use different droppers if you use this technique, and you use droppers to draw your hardener and your clear coat, because you don't want to stick the same thing back down into the hardener. You just don't want to contaminate and mix them all up. Do is with the Spectre Flame, what we're going to do is we're going to basically tint this clear coat. We'll get a good mixture going. Now I'm going to put a mask on, so I'm not going to talk through the spraying. With this urethane stuff, you really need to have yourself some kind of a booth, ventilation, and a mask. Right now I'm going to try and get those headers installed in here. And I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, hoping that I can get these centered in and located. I did kind of a dry fit. And it did seem to work. But they weren't glued in. And this is now they're in there. Let's try and give her a dry fit again with those installed, and let's just hope and pray that they come out. Alright, they're in, but I don't like it. Why? Because they rub. And they got to be a roller. So I got to redo it. Well, hey customizers, you ever have one of those days where you sit down and you're excited about getting on your project, and you get right to the bench, and it just seems nothing goes right no matter what you do? Well, yesterday was it, and the body and the paint job, I was working on the windshield, and somehow when trying to put it in, a zap it messed up that windshield something awful. And I couldn't, it was no coming back. I don't know what it did to it. It doesn't say doesn't say don't put it on any, clear plastics or anything like that. Not that I saw on it. Once it did that, then it got on the paint, buggered up the paint. So as you can see here, I'm gonna repaint it. New paint job, clear coat. Let's start getting this thing assembled, detailed, and be done with it. And here we are, the Opel Diplomat. Fought me all the way. I'm not so sure it wanted to be a gasser or not, but I got her done. Still need to put some decals on, but I just don't have any racing decals, any sponsor type decals at the moment. I'll try and put them up here, just off the quarter panel and kind of finish it off. But for now, this dude battled me.